Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for more Corsair Summer Tour 2013 action. I'm your host, David L.D. Gorman. I'll be joined today by David Luminous Zhang. He wanted air conditioning, he wanted comfort, and he wanted to spend some time with his family, but we've got a Panda in his stead. We'll hop inside the draft now. It'll be fnatic.eu versus ICCup. Best of three. Winner of this will be a guaranteed top three finisher in the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. So with that being said, Lumi, how you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Great.
Hello.
I slept at 5 a.m.
Oh, that's good.
Really thinking about skipping out on this casting thing, but can't.
Well, we appreciate your enthusiasm, your
I'm
focus,
so enthusiastic.
and your zeal, Lumi. All of those very much appreciated.
I have my pet dog alongside with me. He's afraid.
You didn't get to see yet, but see, we don't really need you anymore. We've got a panda with sunglasses, man.
Yeah, fuck that panda.
He's got sunglasses now.
That
You have
panda
no idea.
speaks
He looks
worse
so much
English
better
than
than
me.
you. He looks so much. Yeah, but he looks good doing it.
Yeah, but he speaks worse English than me, and that's saying a lot. So.
But he looks good doing it. Come on now. All right, so guys, it is fnatic.eu versus ICCup. Both of these teams won their quarterfinal match in round one of the winners bracket to get here. Of course, the Corsair Summer Tour 2013 is a $10,000 online competition made possible by Corsair. They are doing a giveaway for a very loaded gaming PC. For more information on that, head on over to gc.corsair.com and enter for your chance to win. They're also giving away 2 to 3 Dota TV tickets a day. That's right. You can get Elgato views for free if you win one of those. So with that being said, draft well underway here. We'll go through the bans and picks very quickly. Fnatic banning out Bat, Wisp, Lifestealer, Puck, and selecting Chen, Venge, Queen of Pain, now working on their 4th pick. ICCup, they ban out the Tree, the OD, the Prophet, the Dragonite, and they pick up some very strong laning heroes in the Visage, Naga Siren, as well as Weaver.
Minus armor strat from ICCup. Just insane amount of focus fire from Naga and Snare, of course, so Assumption as well. And of course, Visage will be picking up a mid-game medallion. That's when really everybody will start melting to any type of physical break. Like, can you hear that dog, by the way?
I can. It doesn't sound as cute as the panda, though.
I'll close my window after a bit. Meanwhile, Fnatic going back to what they know best, which is Bounty Hunter and Track Bonus Gold. Imagine they'll start knocking down a couple of early game towers. It's going to be hard getting single kills against this particular team. Chen and Vengeful Spirit really good defensively with Swap as well as Sandbag, but Queen of Pain as well as Bounty Hunter good at getting away. So ICCup has got the nukes and Fnatic's got the jukes. So let's see who's got the better moves.
Well, you might be tired, but you're still rhyming well, so that's something here. ICCup, the strong lanes, we'll see how they look to lane this, but obviously Visage Naga has been a go-to support combo for a lot of the teams, East and West, as of late. Gives you a lot of burst damage, gives you a lot of lockdown, and gives you some heroes that scale well into the late game as far as supports go. So I really like ICCup's laning stage, and I think there's so many options for them. They can go aggressive tri-lane, they can run a Naga solo mid and then pick 2 other heroes as their the other components of their tri-lane. Weaver can be solo mid, Weaver can be off lane. Fnatic don't really have that much lockdown, just Avenge stun and whatever Chen picks up, so if ICCup want to get away with an offlane Weaver, they could, but they'll go now for a Darkseer and potentially an offlane Darkseer, potentially jungling and abandoning that offlane, but ICCup, very strong mid-game focus lineup for now. Same for Fnatic, no real hard carries or late-game heroes picked up yet.
I think ICCup's going to go offensive trialing involving the Visage, Naga Siren +1. I think they're going to put Weaver solo mid against Queen of Pain. You could Shadow Strike dodge with Sakuchi, and then you could Darkseer in the safe lane 1v1 up against a Bounty Hunter, and that should be easy lane. And the reason I'm predicting this lane is because Visage, Naga Siren +1 should do okay against Vengeful Spirit plus whatever Fnatic picks up as their carry, because Chen is going to jungle all day. He's not really going to do much. We saw the matchup yesterday, I believe, with VP versus what was that team that dropped a lot? Dignitas. And they had a tough time kind of killing the dual safe lane. And I think they will have a tough time killing this particular dual safe lane in the form of Vengeful Spirit and Morphling. But I think the lane control is there, the ability to challenge jungle is there, and even when Chen comes to gank, you have the ability to burst them down. If it comes down to how ICCup feels, whether they can actually kill Morphling a couple times, it is a tougher hero to get knocked down. Maybe they will, like you said, put the Darkseer on the safe off lane and then sack him. We'll see.
Yeah, and with the Morphling pick for fnatic.eu, they've got a lot of options themselves. Morphling does decently against all of these heroes. The Darkseer,
Oh, wow.
the Weaver, either of those going mid. Even Naga, Morphling should farm well, but ICCup decide to secure late game. They'll pick up the Anti-Mage, and now the lanes start to reveal themselves. Mag, generally the off-laner for ICCup, so we expect either a Darkseer tri-lane with him farming there, or just a Darkseer off-laner jungling. Resolution, he's your solo mate extraordinaire for this team, and I gotta say, he's been impressing me as of late. Played a dominant Storm Spirit 2 days ago and has played a fantastic Batrider and Puck in the past. So look to him to have a big impact in this game. If he has a good start, it'll mean a lot to this team. I'd say more so than a lot of other team solo mids. He really determines how the game goes for ICCup. On the side of Fnatic, it's an era Morphling, so probably not the solo mid morph. Even though that, I think, would be an option in this game, they'll go for the Queen of Pain for Hani there instead.
LD, I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay.
But where's the stuns on ICCup? Where's the stuns against that Quap? Where's that stun against the Morphling? Where's the stun against the Vengeful Swap and the Bounty Hunter? How the hell is ICCup ever gonna get any kills?
It's only ICCup, not ICCup. But
ICCup.
Oh god. Things are going wrong right now. Okay, they're fixed.
This is what happened when I get 2 hours of sleep.
Actually, it's not on your end this time, Lumi. It's normally your fault, but we'll cut you some slack this time. So ICCup, yeah, they're lacking stuns, and the other thing is they don't have a natural Hex carrier aside from Darkseer, who won't ever rush one generally, and they don't have any natural Orchid builders. So they really lack disables, not only in terms of their abilities, but in terms of their hero composition. Sure, you've got your familiar stuns, you've got your net, you can still wave out of net. It's hard to necessarily get enraged to set up a familiar stun after it. We will have to see. I mean, ICCup, I feel their lineup's just going to have to somehow outlast Fnatic, which is tough when you consider Fnatic has Hand of God, Fnatic has Morph, Fnatic has elusive semi-carries and Bounty Hunter, Queen of Pain. It's a tall order. I do think ICCup is strong lanes, though, and if they can get ahead in the laning stage, Fnatic don't have much lockdown either. They've only got Avenge Missile.
I guess, Chen Creep gives you some, not very reliable, but this ICCup lineup, it's just, like, you know how those pub games where you have 4 heroes selected and the last person, like, is picking their hero, and everybody says, we need a support, guys, because we got Naga Siren, we got Weaver, we got Darkseid, we got enough farm, and then he picks Anti-Mage. Like, this lineup is like, how do you actually farm this lineup? There's just so much greed. I guess you put Naga and Visage on the supportive roles, which we've seen it work in the past. But at the same time, both these heroes require a ton of farm and a ton of experience to make them work. Especially, you need to hit level 6 quick on Visage. You need to hit level 6 on Naga quick to get the Silent Siren. I just don't know how they're going to do it unless they get a billion kills up top.
Make no mistake about it. It is insanely greedy. Like, it is a very greedy draft for ICCup. I think the one thing they do have going for them, though, is that Fnatic don't have the strongest laning heroes. Especially a hero like Bounty Hunter. Anti-Mage actually matches up well if you pull him sentries. Maybe give him a little bit of support early. You could lane the Anti-Mage 1v1, run in aggressive either, probably a Darkseer tri-lane if you'd like, or just Darkseer jungle, and then an Anti-Mage tri-lane. And if you run Visage Naga Anti-Mage, you can shut down the Bounty Hunter early, you can farm your AM freely, you get Darkseer jungle farm, Weaver's going to do fine mid, and then, hey, you've got a farmed Anti-Mage, you've got a farmed Weaver, you've got a Darkseer in the jungle, and I don't think Fnatic can actually contest, so it's a greedy game to me. Fnatic have a pretty defensive lineup in the early game themselves. And, I mean, sure, you could try and gank with Chen Venge and smoke gank mid, but you're smoke ganking a Weaver. That's not an easy hero to kill. And you're not going to smoke gank all the way to the bottom lane. And if you do, you're smoke ganking a Bounty Hunter's lane. So, the more I look at it, ICCup's draft is super greedy, but I don't think Fnatic can really punish it.
I'm going to agree with you. If you look at Fnatic Trixie, the only way you actually beat an Anti-Mage in a 1v1 situation is you pull him with the Poor Man's Shield, and he has to start with Janata. Like, it matters quite a bit to keep up in terms of CS, to keep up in terms of harass. You start out with Windwalk, does not have Poor Man's Shield, and teammates should have a fairly easy lane. In terms of the mid, we predicted a Darkseer versus Queen of Pain, or did you predict a Weaver?
It's a Weaver, because Resolution's the solo mid player.
So they're going to do a tri-lane top Darkseer?
I think they might just abandon the off lane. Just run jungle Darkseer and
then
tri-lane
just pull your Naga and pull your Visage?
Oh, no, just abandon the offlane. Darkseer in the jungle, defensive tri-lane.
And you choose support, you go pulling.
Right. Oh, pulling, yeah. I thought you said pooling.
Yeah, I guess they're not gonna die too much, which is always a good thing. But at the same time, you have Naga pulling, you have Visage pulling. These two supports need a ton of
They need the
experience.
levels. I think this could be risky, right? If Fnatic had, I guess the one thing Fnatic could do is they could push the tier 1 and tier 2 fairly early. If ICCup leave it uncontested, but that's where your Darkseid comes out of the jungle at levels 3 to 5. Maybe you lose a tier 1, but it should be a lot harder for ICCup or for Fnatic to take the tier 2. And if they get too aggressive and Weaver shows up and you have Darkseer and Weaver chasing you down, you ain't running from that. So we'll see what ICCup does, but despite how greedy their draft is, I think maybe it just might work. On the side of Team ICCup, you've got a team that's been on the rise as of late. Resolution, your solo mid Weaver, he's been the playmaker for this squad. We just Zik, he's the Visage. We'll have Always Wanna Fly handling the support Naga Siren. Bringing up not the rear, but second from the rear is Mag, formerly of Team Dare at the International 2, if anyone remembers back that far. He'll be playing your offlaner, 3-position Darkseer. And then last but not least, it'll be Jackal, pulled 2 sets of salves, actually, playing the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, Mag always is a playmaker for me whenever I see him play. He's always making the big plays, and hopefully, as a Darkseer, you could definitely make some big plays, vacuum people on the wall, getting a couple of 3-4 man nice vacuum.
You know what's funny is ICCup, they've got this lineup of 5 heroes that want to farm, but Fnatic's level 1 is so weak that ICCup doesn't care, and they just walk into the enemy jungle anyway.
Yeah, you see Darkseer tangling here and also putting in Observer.
That one's very hard to deward.
I'm not sure whether that blocks. I think we've seen it in past and we assume it blocked and then it didn't. So I have to wait and see to see this one. And also, No-Tail has no items. I'm not sure what he's actually doing. Speaking of No-Tail, is actually handling Chen in mid lane. Trixie looks like he's doing a little bit of lane dodging. He's rotating up top as a bounty hunter. Era playing Morphling, perhaps going solo mid. No, he's just making the rotation all the way to bot. Hani is going to be your solo mid Queen of Pain. Last but not least, we're going to see Fly playing a offensive Vengeful Spirit. So they're going to do offensive Venge Morphling and possibly with Chen rotating in.
They're going aggressive against Naga Visage. This is very bold.
Right, but this particular lane is ass until you hit level 2, right? And even if you hit level 2, when you use Soul Assumption after Riptide, it just doesn't do much, I feel like. Here comes Chen, and it looks like Chen just got his jungle warded off. And I'm not sure what No-Tail's going to do. No-Tail's have to jungle on the high level camp all the way to the left. And you can access it from high ground to low ground over here. But it takes time. It takes energy. And looks like he's going to run all the way around. No, he's confused. His Spore is confused.
So, Team Fnatic, aggressive tri-lane. Chen is one of the stronger ways to deal with Visage at the early levels. You can't really do much with Soul Assumption or Grave Chill to stop those Chen creeps from coming in. But, I mean, I think the big concern... Whoa. Jesus. Really? Already? Weaver going down to Queen of Pain. There was a Sentry Ward on Hani, but... I mean, still, you normally could just Sakuchi away even if he's hitting you. So must have gotten caught out of Sakuchi. That is not a death that normally happens.
You know how we said that the lane should be okay here for ICCup?
I was just praising Resolution too. He's been impressing me as of late, but Hani pulled Sentry Wards. I mean, Resolution should have known they were there. He saw them on Hani, but just overextended, I guess. Hani was at full HP, so I'm not sure what happened there. Do apologize for missing that one, guys. We'll try not to miss any more, but that is not a kill you see every day.
Yeah, meanwhile, Fnatic No-Tail is just having none of it in the jungle. He can't actually do anything. He's got this one Furball, he's jungling the level 1 camp. He really can't gank mid, despite the kill that they just gotten. It's a very, very low chance gank, but looks like he's gonna try it anyways.
Resolution now gonna Sakuchi backwards. No-Tail strutting through the lane. And it looks like he'll head into his own jungle. And in fact, this ward does block the camp. It is still blocked, so you learn something new every day.
Yeah. So this particular good, really warding from the jungle, this one blocking off the high level camp, forces Chen all the way back to the defensive jungle, and now you have this off-lane Vengeful Spirit Morphling, 2 hero that does not have 600 range despite being range hero, and they're gonna have a very, very tough time despite being against a 2.
And now, they were thinking about going on Fly, but that's a little bit of an aggressive dive. Yeah, they're farming the Anti-Mage. The enemy Morphling isn't farming, so despite the fact that they've given up first blood, I think they're actually in decent shape. And the other nice thing is Weaver can actually get runes against Quap. He's got a lot more mobility than she does early on. So potentially Hani could be out rune controlled. He does pick up the first illusion rune, but maybe Resolution will find some of those future ones.
Yeah, how are we doing up top here? Looks like Trixie is going to be foregoing the in-lane Janata skilled up. We do see a ton of players choosing to level up Shuriken Toss. What it gives you is a lot more powerful mid-game. It looks like we're going to see a full lane rotation. Very, very smart, as it is not working on that bot lane for Fnatic. Meanwhile, Trixie, because he's actually leveled up Shuriken Toss, his laning and last hitting is going to be a lot weaker as a result. But I think he's gonna make that rotation bot right now. Yeah.
So the mid lane, the first blood did go Hani's way. Now he's 15-4 to the 9-3 of Resolution. Continues to have an advantage here. Resolution, still no bottle up for him. He's close. He needs one more creep to get it, but Hani, it doesn't want to make it too easy. And in fact, now that he's used another Sakuchi, he's running real low on mana. Not having your bottle 3.5 minutes in is super bad. And in fact, he's going to get Shadow Struck. Now he might end up going down. I think he's going to tick down to the poison. 2 deaths as Weaver to Quab. That really just shouldn't happen.
Well, the first death shouldn't happen. The second one, Hani has such a level advantage. He was 1 level ahead. I was about to knock him on the fact that I think he should have actually got Scream of Pain at 3-4-5, considering that you're up against a Weaver. It's a very low HP hero. You could burst him down quite easily once you hit 6. But Hani says, I kill him before I hit 6. I kill him when I'm 5. So
yeah, but here's
I don't know
the
what
thing.
I'm talking about. Hani's pro.
Yeah, obviously Hani's playing magnificently in this lane. Make no mistake about it. But here's the thing. If you're this Weaver, he was like 15 gold from his bottle. He used Sakuchi, ran into the creep wave when he had no chance of last hitting a creep, then stuck around. I mean, you need to back off. You have to wait for Sakuchi to cool down before you even think about going back in. So Resolution just playing a bit too overconfident here, and Hani is definitely punishing it.
And losing a mid lane to a Queen of Pain like that means quick organ. It just means that. And that means more death for the Weaver later on. That means your Naga's going to be ineffective. That means Anti-Mage is going to get ganked. And as well, Starkster not doing too much in the team fights. So that's actually like one of the most dangerous snowball that Fnatic could run off with. And it looks like Hani's going actually for that Mushi build. Getting a couple of no talisman, which is not something you see too often. How do you feel about that here? Would you actually just pick up the second no, or would you rush the quick organ?
Well, that thought. Dive on Trixie on the bottom lane. It's been a backstab from Weejazik. Soul Assumption's there. They'll collect the kill. The double no talisman is, yeah, it's a snowball build, basically. So you get these early, you could just harass your opponent out of lane. You last hit very nicely. Gives you a slightly higher mana pool. I think it's a decent build, considering how hard he's been zoning Resolution already, but obviously it does delay your Orchid a bit if you're not finding kills. Top lane, Fly's in trouble. He'll go down to Mag as well here. And it just shows you something that we were talking about in the analysis stage of the draft, which is they just don't have much lockdown. They don't have great ways to deal with Weaver. In theory, obviously in practice, Hani's making it work, but in theory, he should be fine. And then the Darkseer off lane, unless No-Tail gets 2 perfect creeps, you're just not killing this Darkseer. In fact, even if he does now, I don't know if he kills him, because already Mag's level 5 with 2 points in Surge.
Yeah, but I guess things will turn around very quickly. Once Trixie hits level 6, he's going to be a lot more active all over the map, and I don't really think Sakuchi is going to save you from a Queen of Pain blink and a more Sonic Screams and stuff like that if you get the track off. So we'll see what Trixie actually do. All things suggest that he will leave the lane. No, actually gone back to his second point of Janata. His skill build is really confusing me, but it's all good in the hood. Trying to get that 6.
It's kind of your standard build, I guess. Getting 2 points of Janata is a little weird for harassment purposes, but Shuriken's still amazing at level 2.
If you get it, that second point, you generally want to get it at 4 and not 5. That's what I was a little bit confused about. But in any case, looks like we do have a go on top lane here. Mag, oh my goodness, what a good stun here. Coming out from No-Tail. The chain stun was perfect. And well, you talked about the Chen rotation needing the perfect creeps. Got the perfect creeps and made it work.
Well, either perfect creeps or 4 heroes. If you have 4 heroes, you can probably kill a Darkseer.
Well, they do find themselves a double Centaur as well. No-Tail's almost hitting 6. That's a pretty big deal. And Era has made good recovery after rotating back up top. I think Fnatic is, all things considered, doing pretty well. Their weakest lane is bot, and looks like their tier 1 tower is really in trouble, but the track is already starting to fly out. And if Queen of Pain has a... Oh, Queen of Pain, speaking of her, another solo kill.
Hani's making my life hard this game. Still need my coffee, but...
Resolution is making your life hard, because he shouldn't be dying.
Well, I mean, at this point, he is horribly poor. He's very underleveled, but... You still would think as a Weaver, if Queen of Pain jumps, all you have to do is Sakuchi away. It seems he keeps on using it to farm and then doesn't have it to escape, and still finally hits level 6 off of that, so maybe we'll be able to live through the next gank. Here comes a smoke gank from Fnatic, two heroes grouped up along with the Chen creep. Now Trixie joining the pack, and they'll contest this pull, and this could be quite a few heroes going down. Weejazik tracked up, in trouble. That's going to be a track kill on 3, and now they're chasing. We always want to fly, surrounded by quite a few centaurs, but is able to juke and run away. From the backside comes Jackal. The track's there, 1 centaur stomp. Being pump faked, not actually going. And they maybe look to dive this tower. Very unsure which direction they're headed. Now they've found always want to fly. They'll pick him off. Another 3-hero track kill. Give 2 more to Fnatic. Good news is Jackal's farming, but he ain't farming for long when this Queen of Pain's on the move. Already, Hani 5-0-0, 8 minutes in.
He's not farming anymore now that the Queen of Pain could easily go in the lane and just basically zone him out by right-clicking. So I think Fnatic is onto a fantastic start. If you look at the goal chart, the track goal is just taking them without even any tower kills. I think they're getting somewhat out-farmed in lane because of that anti-mage, but all those track kills have fully made up for it. And it looks like the mid lane Resolution having a tough time. I do want to speak to Hani's great play on the mid lanes. He doesn't just make it go randomly and forces out the Sakuchi. He basically harass and Shadow Strike first, and then forces out the Sakuchi because, you know, he's got to run from the Shadow Strike, he's got to run from the right clicks, and then he makes it go. So Resolution is playing okay, but Hani just understands the matchup very well and takes advantage of the fact that she's got a big lead.
Yeah, and that's where Resolution, when he backs off with Sakuchi, needs to stay back until it cools down and heal up, rather than sticking around. Occasionally not choosing to do so, definitely costing him here. So, a pretty early advantage for Fnatic. Not an overwhelming one. We'll see our Morphling working towards the Lincoln Sphere, the Anti-Mage, up to 1900 gold, towards the Battle Fury. And now ICCup, if they can get level 6 on their Naga and their Visage, I think their mid game will stabilize a lot here. It gives them a lot of ways to disengage from Fnatic's aggression and just also push a little bit more effectively. This bottom tower is dropping quickly. There is no glyph available. It's going to go to Jackal. Now Queen of Pain ult over the top. It's caught 2, Hani has. And now, do they stick around? Mana Void's there. Hani on the run. Track move speed, keeping him safe. Jackal overstays his welcome and will go down. And Trixie continuing to hunt. Salving up is always want to fly. Continuing to run here. There's a track.
He wants to fly right now, but Track's gonna come up here. Maybe look.
There's no magic missile.
No, man. Yeah, he was actually using a mirror image, trying to use an animation to dodge a magic missile. Although Fly never had the mana for it, so cutesy little play there. But that's a two-man kill for our Queen of Pain. Survived the mana void thanks to your neighborhood-friendly no talisman. So it's a build that also helps you survive.
Meanwhile, Arrow taking some pressure top lane, but Mag will simply surge himself away. Didn't quite do enough damage, forces out a Hand of God, and might look to make another go. A constant thorn in the side of Team Fnatic, and now they'll rotate up Resolution as well. 2 heroes grouped up top. Looking to dive this Morphling, doesn't have Replica yet, is level 8, but has maxed the wave as well as his agility gain, or his morph rather, so won't have any escape mechanisms aside from the wave. In they go, and now Hani comes in, there's a vac back, bringing him low. Resolution's forced to run to the right. And now on the left side, we'll see We Just It continue to retreat out, Mag 2. Hani is a hunting. He's got no ult, but he's got a blink scream. Oblivion Staff #1 is up. Now he'll throw out the scream, and they'll find an easy kill. And Fnatic are cruising 9-2, 11 minutes in.
It's a team with a Morphling. It's a team that had great late game support in the form of Vengeful Spirit and Chen, and they have like a billion track kills. This is why Trixie and Fnatic uses Bounty Hunter so well. This is why, meanwhile, Naga Siren's going to get picked off in the mid lane, or perhaps your Hani going for the work. A couple more right clicks going to do the job. I think the poison is going to get a kill. Any denies? Yes, nice play here by We Just It. Very nicely done.
Yeah, nice deny. Now Hani blinking away. The Soul Assumption following him. Oh, that's a big kill. Hani was really rolling, and now they get a lot of gold, and I think Resolution got the experience for that one. Already almost level 9. Despite that pretty slow start for him. He's 0-3 now, and yet still only 1 level behind Hani.
Slow start is an understatement for Slow Limit Weaver. But, yeah.
Well, Jackal now picks up Claymore and Broadsword. All things considered, I actually think ICCup are in a decent position. They have a Battle Fury very soon for this Anti-Mage, and Hani, double no Talisman, Treads, and an Oblivion Staff. He's gone for all the basics before going for the Orchid. So the Orchid's, it's still going to be a fast Orchid, but the Battle Fury will be up for a few minutes before this Orchid's complete. Jackal will have some time to farm.
Yeah, even though the score is 3-10 and looks really bad like that, especially track kill consider, Fnatic's making these 4 or 5 man ganks, and when they're doing that, they're not farming. If you look at the goal chart, despite the track kills, ICCup is actually leading in terms of gold. So I think Fnatic shouldn't be too comfortable with their kill advantage. You said Trixie is just going for it. He's going to get ensnared. Here comes the Queen of Pain. They're going to get 1 kill right off the bat, looking for a couple more anti-mage in position, and that should be it. 1 track kill, 2 hero getting it. Really, there's nothing you can do about that. These two heroes just too mobile. Just try to outfarm them. And anti-mage, you see that already working to finish that battle for you. He's got to go for it.
Yeah, it's that lack of disable that we talked about. They actually just can't do anything when the Queen of Pain and the Bounty Hunter jump in. You net 1. You can't really burst them down. You don't have familiars yet. You still don't have Song to disengage. So you're kind of just stuck there, hoping to fight your way out. It'll really be up to Jackal to pull them back into this game. You can't count on your Weaver. Resolution just now picking up his Treads. The Darkseer for Mag should have his Mechanism. So he's got a decent utility item, but as they head towards the late game, not having many disables to deal with Morphling, Bounty Hunter, or Queen of Pain, it's got to be all Jackal all the way.
Yeah, I think Fnatic, if they want to really secure this mid game, they need to grab a couple of Centaur creeps, maybe a Medallion, and just go Roche. If you have a Vlad on your bounty, that's good, but unfortunately, I think he's very far from it. And the reason I think you need to Roche quickly is because Radiant could easily seal it after like a successful team fight. They have enough minus armor and damage output with the anti-mage, with the Weaver. Looks like they're a little bit too far from that. They're gonna go for a little bit more hero kills. Mag is gonna get slowed scouted out, and here comes Trixie, getting ready to track everybody up. Do they have a goal for detection? They're just so damn poor, but Mag critically has a mech finish in this team fight, and because of that, I think they're going to be in fantastic shape.
Illusions come in from Naga. They do throw out the Riptides. Trixie getting tracks off left and right, and now they're hunting Resolution. Time-lapse back, he removes the track in doing so, and should be able to escape. A rather chaotic set of movements for both teams, but in the end, it looks like we won't have any kills. Just Trixie hunting. Maybe we will, actually. Jackal off on his own. Fly, maybe seeing this, is going to try and make a loop around. No, just the track. Not stopping Jackal's farm. Treads are coming next. Well, maybe Tranquil Boots, actually. Does have that rain of regen. But all things considered, I think as long as there's not any deaths for ICCup and the anti-mage is farming, they'll be pretty happy with that.
Well, I mean, anti-mage was doing, like, dance moves around the jungle, you know, trying to dodge Queen of Pain as well as the Bounty Hunter. Meanwhile, Era's free farming up top, and it looks like he's going to push a tier 1 tower, so let's not forget about Era. He's at basically free farm. Unfortunately, he's going for a Lincoln Sphere, which is not a build that you could kind of impact the game until it's like the 35-40 minute mark. So unless Trackle does a ton, it's going to be a while until he actually does a single thing. So Fnatic, let's see how good their 4v5 is. They're playing 4v5 so far. Back in the mid lane here, Resolution on the run. He should be fine. I have to say that though. Oh, it looks like the swap goes in. Where's the magic missile? Centaur, double Centaur gets dropped, but the missile never flew out.
He really wanted to get those sentries out. They had two, one on each hero, and they'll use them both there. Now Resolution coming back in. Clean up the creep wave. Has to be more careful with time-lapse down. Should be okay. There's the arcane boots for Naga. And the push begins in the middle lane. Fnatic, they'll replicate in the Morph lane. No Lincoln Sphere yet for Era, but he's got the ultimate orb up. And Fnatic, if they take this tower, might be looking, if not at Roche, at a tier 1 bottom and then at Roche. Because they've got a lot of minus armor. They've got the Chen creeps. And they've got the Morphling to dish out the damage. He'll wave forward over the top towards Ouija Sick, but out comes your Queen of Pain. Oh, catches too. Always want to fly, dropping fast. Hani really snowballing this game. Fnatic killing the two backline supports. There is a Song of the Siren, just never got used in that fight. And, well, it'll cost ICCup 2 kills, and it'll give Fnatic either a tier 1 bottom or a Roche.
I think he pump faked it, like thought about using it and then canceled it, and I think they really needed that one badly, because Queen of Pain, if you dodge that Queen of Pain ultimate with your Song of Siren, or prevent it from happening, that's a pretty big deal. It looks like Fnatic is going to go into the Roshan pit, and that's where your Venge with 4 minus armor, with 2 aura into damage, and of course all your Chen creeps is going to be very helpful. Look at how quickly they break down Roshan, and now Orchid's finished. Now you have Aegis probably on Trixie, or more likely on the Queen of Pain, or maybe just on Era. And is he going to go for the courier kill? Oh my goodness, pops the illusion rune up top, gets a courier kill. Nice.
That poor courier just wandering off in no man's land. Near the Radiant Secret Chop, it falls. There wasn't anything on it, fortunately, for ICCup, but it's just more gold to a team that already has too much. Team Fnatic now leading by 5k gold, 17 minutes in, 4k experience. And I think this is where ICCup, they just desperately want to split push and stall for the anti-mage. The issue now, though, is the Orchids online. So until you have your Manta style, you're not very safe from those Queen of Pain ganks. You're very vulnerable to getting picked off. And if he wants to push, he'll need his teammates behind him. There's your fresh Orchid shown, but Mag will quickly mech and TP out. Not a whole lot of ways for Fnatic to stop TPs. I suppose that is the good news for ICCup, but yeah, it's hard for this anti-mage to farm now. That's a concern.
I think that was an overzealous play by Hani. He realized he completely knows that there's a mech. The mech was shown like 2 minutes ago, and he still went for that kill. That would not have worked at all. And Meg just showed him that. So, and you, of course, you blew the surprise that you had a Orchid. So that was not exactly the best play of the game. But Fnatic leading by quite a bit. Era does have the Lincoln Sphere finish. I wonder if they're gonna start pushing tier 2s now with their Aegis, with their Lincoln, and just basically get even more map control. If you get tier 2s down with the Queen of Pain, with the Orchid, as well as the Bounty Hunter, the game is, I want to say, almost unlocked. It's very, very hard to lose a game like that. But Fnatic taking it slow right now, looking for maybe solo pickoff, and then transition into these tier 2 pushes.
Well, Jackal's gone for a Vlad's, which I find very surprising, because he really needs a Manta to remove that Orchid. Otherwise, the Queen of Pain can almost solo kill him, let alone if she's got any kind of backup. But by getting the Vlad's, he will delay the Manta significantly. I mean, even if you go, I suppose the other thing is, we'll see if he goes Treads now, If he goes treads, then he spent 3,000 gold. That's not money towards the Manta
That's
style.
treads. Yep.
There's your treads. He doesn't need the HP, so you can't really question that. But, well, Jackal is almost just I feel like this is almost just hoping that Fnatic ignore him for another 10 minutes. 5 minutes. I don't know if they're going to do that. They're already groupie at bottom. They'll be looking at a tier 1. And Team Fnatic, sure, they reveal the Orchid, but it's still a very fast Orchid, and there's still plenty of opportunities here for Hani to make plays.
Yeah, and I really like to see that you give a ward to Trixie or Queen of Pain and have him walk into enemy jungle and just ward it up. There goes the Trag, and oh my goodness, the silence comes on, and Jackal trying to TP out. Sonic Wave comes out, and the last tick of the silence not even necessary as the right click from Hani seal the deal. That's another 2-man track kill. That's a killing spree on Hani after his 5-0-0 start.
Yeah, sensational start from him. Sure, maybe Weaver shouldn't die in that matchup, but Hani made the kills happen. He's played fantastically, was pulled the sentries early. His team set him up for success, and now he's on a roll. He's found Mag towards the top rune, and he's hunting Mag. Pops the mech, tries to live for now, but Trixie's there. It'll be another track kill. These two are just a roaming tandem of death and destruction. Fnatic finding kill after kill after kill, and nearly all of them are track kills. I cast EG yesterday, and they just couldn't seem to find many track kills. But Fnatic, dare I say it, has probably found like 8 to 10 track kills already.
Again, once he turns level 6, he just abandons his lane and just go all over the place. And now with a couple of hero kills, you see Chen, Vengeful Spirit, as well as Morphling just going to tier 2 a bot. They take that one. That opens up the jungle and it really prevents NTMH from farming here. He just got killed in farming in jungle, and he will continue to get killed. Hani, if you give them that first blood kill on the mid lane, even on a matchup disadvantage, he will turn the game around. Great play from Hani. Great play from the rest of the team. And I just wonder when Fnatic is going to just drop that hammer. Tier 2 mid, tier 2 top, and just basically close a choke. You still have the Aegis for 3 minutes. I think it's a very, very safe push. If you 5-man, if you want to split push, it's all good. Fnatic's got this game totally in control.
It's definitely in hand for them. ICCup, all their tools, all their eggs rather, pretty much in the anti-mage basket. And in order for him to even farm safely, he needs a Manta style. By that point, Hani might have a Scythe device. He's already up to 3k gold. In fact, I think Hani will have a Scythe device before anti-mage has his Manta style. And again, that's where maybe the Vlad hurts you there. Maybe you could at least get Manta when Scythe's out, but then still, you've got to be very fast on the Manta and then blink away quickly in order to dodge. Or confuse the Queen of Pain, I should say. So here comes Trixie. He'll throw out a track and resolution, trying to force out a time lapse. Else resolution will be spotted throughout these fights. There's only a level 1 swap up so far, but Team Fnatic, they are pressuring mid, and as well they should be. There's really not much ICCup can do. They're split pushing with the familiars. Anti-Mage is farming the ancients, just getting whatever he can off the map, Jackal is, but it'll be a long time before they can defend. And while that's happening, Fnatic are banging on the front door. Here we go.
ICCup is actually doing a fairly good job. You can see Anti-Mage feeling at least confident enough to start going up top and basically go for a tier 2 tower trade. I'm not sure whether they'll get it. Glyph is still available on the Radiant side. They still have Silent Siren. They will choose to use neither. And says, alright, Anti-Mage is going to split push, whether you like it or not, and we will use our ultimates and a Glyph for our tier 3 defend.
You know,
I think
we haven't seen a Song of the Siren yet. It's been 21 minutes. Not a single one.
Well, I mean, the mid tower fight, the tier 1 tower fight, they really needed that there. But since then, I don't think really Naga Siren has ever been involved in the fights. Queen of Pain as well as Bounty Hunter just killed very quickly.
Mag caught out in the jungle, just wanted to farm a few creeps. That's all he wanted.
Song?
There was no song there. And no TP out attempted either after that song. I mean, it's like ICCup are just, they feel they can't get out regardless, Lumi. You know, it's like, well, we could song, we're going to die anyway.
No, if they song, he just survived.
I agree, I think he could have lived, but clearly ICCup aren't feeling that way.
Well,
I guess the other thing is if you blow song now, you don't have it when they push high ground. But with your Darkseer dead, now Fnatic really want to push high ground, so it's a tough position they're in.
I'll take a Darkseer and down a song any day, because that Darkseer has level 2 wall, has vacuum, has mech. But now Aegis has ran out. I'm not sure whether that even matters with the Linkenser, and of course the ability to strength more from Morphling. I don't think he will be dying this game. Swap goes out, the silence, the stun, everything on top. Sonic Wave, but nice song! Well, we talked about saving it, but no! Nice dodge coming out here as the waveform trying to get the kill. The wall on top, the vacuum as well. The Sandom guy comes in, and now Era trapped in an awkward position. Are they going to focus? No, they're going to focus on Mag. Mag really out of position, runs out. He mechs back up, but he's really done. And where's the teamfight? Jackal on the backline here. He's trying to get stunned. He blinks back out here, and like you said, they need to outlast Fnatic. And, well, it looks like he's going to go for a Chen kill. He's not even going to get it. No tail. The tanky board cancels the TP because he has to earn And I do believe this is going to be Rax.
I thought that was a masterful defense. The song comes out, Weaver's able to remove track and go back from being at 200 HP to full HP. They drive Fnatic out of their base. Queen of Pain ults on cooldown. Fnatic really had no momentum to push in, and the wall was up. But then ICCup thought they could fight, and they're just too far behind, it seems. Darkseer surging in too far, getting picked off immediately. He was forced to use the mech just on himself, retreating out, which wasn't really ideal for them. And now, well, now ICCup tried to defend, but they do it without a tier 3 tower with Fnatic at full HP. They really want this first lane of Rax. They'll swap in Jackal. Immediate Orchid. Great coordination from Team Fnatic. The Orchid cast even before the swap comes out, and then hits him the second he gets within range. And now they're diving the fountain. ICCup, they put all their eggs into the anti-mage basket. They left it all up to one big defense, and that one defense just wasn't good enough. And now Fnatic, 21-3, 24 minutes in, will take game 1.
Easy. I don't think ICCup got a single kill outside of lane stage. It's just been Fnatic all the way. And
are you trolling the viewers?
I don't think they actually got a kill, right? ICCup out of the lane stage.
It's not ICCup. It's ICCup.
It is so hard. It's like ICUP.
That's the only thing the chat cares about right now. They're ignoring the game to castrate you.
They're saying it's ICCup instead of ICCup?
No, they're saying... Yeah, you keep on saying ICCup. But that's 3 C's, Lumi. That's 3 C's. There's only 2 C's.
Well, maybe the panda do speak better English than me, but, you know, let's leave it at that.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap up game 1. It's a best of 3. Team Fnatic are rolling. They take game 1, and they do it easily. ICCup now trailing 0-1 in the best of 3. They'll have to win 2 in a row, else they will fall to the loser's bracket. I'm LD. He's Luminous. We're going to take a very quick break, and then we'll come back with Game 2. fnatic.eu are rolling.